Hello, I'm Jenefer, I'm the founder of Silk Helix, and in this video I'm going to explain the statutory right to parental leave. So when we're talking about parental leave, fundamentally this is a right to unpaid time off for parents and those with parental responsibility. So birth parents or adoptive parents can take up to 18 weeks of leave per child up to the 18th birthday of the child. So for adoptive parents, this is from the date of adoption, and for birth parents, this is from the date of birth to the 18th birthday. It's not 18 weeks in one block, and actually is only up to 4 weeks in any particular year, which means, as you can work out, it's not 4 weeks in every year. So it's 18 weeks in total, 4 weeks in any year, but it is per child. So if the parents have got multiple children, even twins, then you would have that allowance per child. The time off is also available to anybody who has parental responsibility. So this would automatically be the parents as defined by the birth certificate or an adoption certificate, but also may include, say, step parents, for example, where they are taking a parental responsibility role where they're actually caring for the child. The leave can only be taken for the purpose of caring for the child. So this could be to help settle child into new care arrangements or new school, but also spending time with them, say during the school holidays, for example. As long as the leave is used for the purpose of spending time with the child or caring for the child, then it's acceptable. If it's found that somebody has taken this leave and not for the purpose of caring for a child or spending time with the child, then you could take disciplinary action against them. The reality is, because it's unpaid leave, very few people would try to take it when they're not entitled. And of course, what you can do is take the parental leave for the times that you're with the child and then use your holiday for other things that you want to do. So that's often how we would find people using it, and generally it's to help with things like 6-week school holidays. The leave does apply equally to both parents, and if there's a step parent, you could even have 3 parents taking leave for one particular child. And as I say, it is per child as well, so anyone with 2 children would have 18 weeks for each child. The leave has to be taken in 1-week blocks, with the exception of when a child has a disability, and then it can be taken in single days, adding up to the number of weeks that we're discussing. When somebody puts in a request for leave, they will request the dates that they want. They need to give at least 21 days notice. Employers should be doing everything they can to try and accommodate the leave. If for any reason they can't, this needs to be for a very strong reason. So where there's undue disruption to the business as a result of the leave, an employer can postpone the leave by up to 6 months. And the reality is, it can't be just a minor inconvenience. It's got to be something that really is substantial. So it's going to be rare that you'll be able to postpone a leave request. But you can do it, and you've got 7 days from when the request comes in to write back and say that you're needing to postpone it. In this situation, I'd be really explaining to the employee why you're postponing it. I would consider actually what would happen if the employee left as a result of you doing that, which is a possibility, and make sure that you're treating that situation with empathy. Having mentioned postponement, it's important to note that you cannot postpone leave when it's requested to be taken from the date of birth or the date of an adoption. In those situations, the individual is required to give the week of the birth, the week that the baby is due, and state that they will be taking the leave from the birth date, as opposed to giving specific dates, but also need to give you the duration. And in that situation, it said you cannot postpone their leave. So parental leave is without pay. All other terms and conditions do remain the same, and they are entitled to return to their job, but there is no pay during periods of parental leave, unless as an employer you choose to pay during those periods. So as a quick wrap up, parental leave is for planned time off to care for a child. It's up to 18 weeks in total, up to 4 weeks in any single year for each child and each parent, and it is unpaid leave. For further hints, tips on managing people and employment law, don't forget to hit subscribe and that notification bell to make sure you don't miss a single video. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them for you.